All right, welcome to Perdido Key Gaming out here in southern Florida, the Emerald Coast. Beautiful day. Got some yard work done again. Going back to some Magic the Gathering. Today we got some Theros, Deckbuilder's Toolkit. You know, these things go for 20 bucks, something like that. You can pick them up everywhere. Expand your collection instantly. Well, I don't think that's the point behind these things. I think the point behind these things was to give you enough stuff to actually, quite the glare there. Give you enough cards and materials to go ahead and make a few startup decks and things like that. You get some, of course, your lands. You get 4 booster packs from random sets. You got the box. The box is not as good as one of the bundle boxes, and you've got random cards from recent sets, which, you know, basically those are going to be divided up into enough stuff to start making a deck in 4 or 5 of the colors, you know. And Deckbuilder's Guide, which tells you how the mana curve is supposed to work, and how many creatures you're supposed to have or should have. Hey, it depends on how you want them. Sometimes folks are going to see something that you know, when they're looking at the creatures and the spells and stuff, and they're going to see stuff that might work together in the decks. You know, you can obviously go onto the web and, you know, NetDeck and, you know, find decks that sound interesting and everything like that. And like I said, you got your Deckbuilder's Guide, which, you know, tells you a little something about it. You know, the mana curve. The old box itself said just not as good as the whatever insert this is supposed to be. Hold your packs together. And of course, your packs, which in this case, Throne of Eldraine, or 2020, or the Spark, and of course the Theros pack. And like I said, you know, you got your, starts with red, starts with land, starts with green, starts with land. When you go through these, you'll see that there's probably enough to get started, but since there's only 1 to 2, there's not a complete play set of these guys. Of course, you get plenty of land, so that's not a, you know, an issue or anything like that. But whether or not there's enough, you know, stuff to make an actual deck is meant to be seen. So what you're going to end up doing is filling in the blanks with stuff from the booster packs. That's my opinion, though. I mean, folks, it could, yeah, you could expand your collection, but none of these are randomized. You get the same stuff every single time. So yeah, if you bought 4 of these, then yeah, you're gonna have 1 of each. But I mean, why spend 80 bucks on toolkits when you could just go buy a booster box, and, you know, which is a hell of a lot more fun. Some of the old toolkits, though, definitely you could, you know, get a certain amount of random stuff. But I don't know if there was that much random stuff in those old ones. I don't know how many of those cards and everything like that were random. Anyway, let's you know, crack these open real quick. Here's War of the Spark. Main deal with these, each pack has Planeswalker, whether it's an uncommon or a rare. The thing with War of the Spark And plus, every Planeswalker had a card that had their name on it that did something associated with the Planeswalker. Stealth mission, always fun. But 36 Planeswalkers, their ghost form, for Kaya, they had their, each one had their own card. Also, you had, either non-creature or creature. The amass mechanic was in this, so you could try to grow your own zombie army, which could, of course, when Vraska comes in, she destroys your zombie for you. Pollenbright Druid, very, very handy. Dolan's Veto. Kiora, there's Planeswalker. I understand she's, for an uncommon. Actually, the rare or mythic Planeswalker Kiora is probably the one that they're looking at. Of course, if you got Kiora with ginormous, huge, powerful creatures, give you card draw. And single combat. And, of course, tokens and lands. Next up, we got Core Set 2020, which followed War of the Spark and everything like that. I understand Core Set 2020 is pretty cool. Can be very, it's getting up there in price. Anyway. That's a popular card, Silverback. Agonizing Siphon. Typical damage you, I get life. Of course, isn't it supposed to be I damage you and I get hurt? Anyway, but more damage. Mammoth Spiders. The ubiquitous Spiders. Risen Reef, another popular card. Unchained Berserker. Cavalier of Dawn. That's not bad. I don't think he's the best Cavalier, but we shall see. Tranquil Cove and some more token action. All right, Coronaville Drain came after 2020. Its thing was the adventure, and basically if you selected the card like this, you're getting 2 for 1. So the adventure cards, not only would they trigger some other creature's abilities and stuff like that, but they were 2 for 1. So you get an instant and a creature, especially, if, of course, white gives you a buffing. Mantle of Tides. There's another adventure, Lonesome Unicorn. Aaron Big Squire, Malevolent Noble, Gingerbread Cabin, Steel Grays, Wintermore Commander, All That Glitters, Bell of the Brawl. Text on that one's pretty funny. Lochtwain Knights take pride in being the last one standing in a fight or on the dance floor. Doom Foretold, I don't know, and Mountain Human Ward. So yeah, that one was kind of interesting. It hadn't been seen before. It was, was it on a, the trailer was pretty funny with the Ginger Brute. Of course the War of the Spark trailer was pretty awesome for Wizards of the Coast. And last but not least, Theros getting hit, just like the old Theros. Didn't go very far, but. Plenty of enchantments and things like that. It could, I've seen some creatures get pretty massive, and those getting enchanted will end up triggering other people's other spells and abilities. You get out of control pretty quick. So, the point is, yeah, that set is terrible. Well, take a look at each card and see what each card, there's going to be stuff that's good in every set. So Stern Dismissal, get rid of an enchantment or a creature and hit somebody up for 5. Lonesome Chimera, Alter the Pantheon, Leah's Huntmaster, Captivating Unicorn, Archon. See these guys coming out of the drink. Yeah. Underworld Dreams, Thassa, the Deep Dwelling, one of the deities in this set. So it's mythic, so we'll see. And Slaughter Priest Amogus foil, full art, land, and token. I just threw poor Thassa Deep Dwelling over in the garbage pile. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like these videos, please hit like, please hit subscribe, leave some comments. I'm, perfectly willing to talk with other gamers, love talking with other gamers, and hopefully, eventually this whole situation in the world will settle down and we'll all get back to gaming with our buddies and our friends. In the meantime, take care of yourself. And tomorrow's Monday. See you then. Bernito Key Gaming, we're out of here.